The original research question about the Amish's use of gas absorption refrigeration technology yielded rather scant results. There was some information like Lehman's catalog that I came across. They sell or have sold non-electric products for many years. There are other companies that now manufacture gas absorption refrigerators, including under the Dometic, and even have produced them under the Servel name. Servel was the original company that produced them. I found it to be best to focus primarily on Servel because there are many lesser known facts about the company. The History of the City of Evansville and Vanderbilt County, Indiana, Volumes 1 and 2 contain a bit of information about the company's roots, as it was founded as an offshoot of Hercules Buggy. They eventually began to manufacture an ice maker. This led to the foundation of Servel Incorporated by William McCurdy, the founder of Hercules Buggy and National Electric Parts Company. American Carriage and Wagon and Accessory Trades Directory contained information about Hercules, which was helpful in understanding how they marketed their products. There are numerous articles about certain aspects of the company's history and roots in Hercules Buggy, but not so many about some of its products, like its gas-powered air conditioners, nor about why Servel disappeared from the market shortly after it produced parts and equipment for the United States military during World War II. After digging for some primary source material that was not evident in any of the books I came across in the Jerry Falwell Library, nor from sources like Electrolux and Whirlpool, trying to find primary source material using Google Gemini's scholarly research technology, I was able to find that there are numerous articles about the company's history and advertisements in the Saturday Evening Post, as well as the New York Times. Their archives do have search engines that will parse their content, and Google can also help dig into their content to find exact dates of articles about specific topics. I do not recount how I actually came across the topic of the antitrust case against Servel, but the original information I found was about the court ruling in 1954, which ruled that Servel would have to license its patent to produce the gas absorption refrigerator because it monopolized on the product and set unfair prices, with numerous gas utility companies helping them. The New York Times and Saturday Night Evening Post archives contain numerous advertisements as well as the primary source material that I used to document the antitrust case, its ruling, which ultimately led to the demise of Servel Incorporated in the market in the United States. Electrolux had cooperated with them and sold their products overseas, but it wasn't very long after the demise of Servel that Electrolux retired the brand, pretty much, and it was just a piece of history until it resurfaced in recreational vehicles. Evansville Vanderbilt Library did have some interesting primary sources, like excerpts from Servel News, mostly from the 1940s, about wartime production. This gives one an idea about the personal nature of the company, as well as the wartime production. I found several recipe booklets and brochures on eBay, which one of which did tell you how to use the gas absorption refrigerator. It took getting subscriptions to the New York Times archives and Saturday Night Evening Post archives to compile the ending project. There are numerous things that Google Gemini can easily compile a paper about, but an initial query of Gemini does not yield that type of result. It took a good bit of digging to find out about the antitrust case and all that. It was a very interesting article to write. I hope y'all have a good rest of the semester.